All right, gentlemen. So I'm gonna make this as quick as I can. I said I was gonna have big plans for this channel, then I proceeded to do nothing for the past 2 weeks. The gist is I've been sick for 3 weeks, and last week it came to a head where I there's a long story, but my dogs got sprayed by skunks, all three of them, all 80-pound huskies. So between my wife being sick and everything else, I was the one having to fight him, the skunk, off of my patio in the cold, and then I immediately went to Cleveland the next night. Two very high stressful things, all things considered, and that just took me out. So this entire weekend I spent recovering instead of that, and then following that, my wife started having chest pain. It was most likely like a sprained breathing muscle, whether it be the intercostal muscles or the abdomen diaphragm, the diaphragm. And the problem was it took 20 hours to get out of the hospital because she has familial or congenital high blood pressure issues. So they are confusing high blood pressure plus chest pain with a cardiac event. Granted, there was other markers that showed that she was having some kind of cardiac episode, but I'm not going to go into too many specifics. She did not have a cardiac episode. She had a terrible muscle cramp that's still going on. So she's down on the couch, recovering from that. I am dead tired because I got like maybe 4 hours of sleep the past 48 hours, except for, you know what I mean. I did not get sleep the day of she was in the hospital. So it was like a 40-hour day there. And then today I'm just recovering from that. But anyway, point being, between all that shit being sick and then my wife immediately going to the hospital, I've not been able to like have the same amount of energy that I thought I would when I have initially took back r/getting bigger. So for those who don't know already, I've taken back r/getting bigger in a hostile way, which led to a lot of useful posts being removed by people with hurt feelings, which I totally understand. I've done probably the same thing, as I threatened to them multiple times that I would if they didn't do my thing, but instead I just took it back over. And that means I need to make some new posts. And since I've been away from r/getting bigger for the past, I don't know, 6 to 9 months, and I'd like to think that my theory is a lot more refined than it was 2 years ago, there's a sore absence of like explanation needed in r/getting bigger that actually is accurate. So I've been spending a lot more creative energy there, but by the time it's time for me to like make a video or write a script for YouTube, I'm dead tired and I can't get to it right now. So what I'm trying to say is like this YouTube is still a priority of mine, but like between me being sick, me in the last 2 weeks of this diet, and me taking over r/getting bigger with a sick wife in the background and everything else, something had to give, and these YouTube videos were apparently the thing. So sorry for not being here. I will be back very soon. I'm going on a business trip this weekend to meet Hank and Perv separately. There should be a lot of content from that should at least hold us over, right? On top of that, business has just been fucking moving. We do have a product in the works that is probably going to be released next week, if not 10 days from now, that I'd like to talk about here. So we'll get to it when we get to it. It's part of the reason why we're meeting with Perv, and I'll leave it at that. And then just a lot of pieces are moving here too. Like I finally am bringing my wife on next month to be like my bullshit manager, so she'll stop, some of the fires for me that come up. And then we have a full-time contractor coming on as well, originally part-time, but we're going to make him full-time to help automate a few things to make everyone else's lives easier. So hopefully you'll see an improvement at least on Peak Muffin Zeke and our customer service through that. And then, bigger projects I can throw to him, like that requires some kind of like website development stuff. So like he's built our website, and now he's going to be making our back end better, so that way we can help with your issues more and all kinds of stuff. But that's outside the scope of this video. Point being, there's a lot going on here at Peak Muffin Zeke. I'm excited, but I'm also dead tired. And I just need some, something's got to give, whether it be this cold or this diet ends at this fucking rate. I'm going to be shredded with the same fucking sniffly nose by this time next month. And, oh, wouldn't that be hell? But yeah, we're still going. I'm still here. Just do me a solid, guys. Let me know what you want in the comments below. And that way it'll at least give me something to work on. If it's like, a relatively easy thing that I can just sit down and talk in front of a camera. Speaking of that, I also want to like really boost the production value here because like you guys are worth it. And I also think if I get really good at messaging this stuff with, slightly better production value, more scripted videos, I could reach a lot more people that way. And my main thing is limiting male suffering. I don't care how many dick punks I've really sell at the end of the day. I get fulfillment of seeing people get more comfortable in their own bodies, and fulfillment from whatever the goals they hit and everything else. So like this channel's part of that in its own way, and since it's my main messaging arm other than r/getting bigger now, it's going to be a main priority moving forward. So let me clean up the mess that I made in 2 or 3 different spots, and then I'll be back here with hopefully higher quality content production. And yeah, I probably look sick as a dog on this camera, but I will see you soon.